Hey Virgos, welcome to your reading for the second half of June. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. I'll leave information about what decks of cards I use and how to contact me for personal readings. Okay. So, Virgos, it seems like you're separated from somebody you consider your true love here. Codependency issues going on. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, okay? And it seemed like, this just seemed the love of your life, and this separation, knocked you for six because she's laying down here on the bed. It does show that this union was brought together from above here, and you still both think of each other. Look, he's holding on to his heart here, and the connection seems to be still holding on even in separation. It just really knocked you down here. I'm hearing a song, but I don't even know who it is. I'll try and search it and leave it in the description box, because I'll just have to search word. Well, it's like I know who the person is by face but not by name. So yeah, codependency are like addiction. So maybe you'd become dependent on that person for your happiness, or they'd become dependent on you for happiness or money. Things like that. Addictions can be, well, a number of things, you will know. We're all adults here. So let's see here. Ooh, the sun, and I think it reversed. Yes, it did. So this is delays in the connection, like, what we're seeing here. It does seem that, you will get clarity and healing from this situation, but there's some sort of delay here in coming back together, maybe, or in the healing. We'll see as the messages come out here. But the sun is only a delay, so eventually, the sun will come out, but there's something delaying this love here. Okay, the Four of Cups, so they haven't made an offer here. The cup is behind you, you're not seeing it here. So I feel like this could even be rejection in this deck. So you might have made an offer to them to try work it out, and you was rejected here, and the separation continued, and that's with the sun. There could be a third party involved with these three cups, very prominent in the picture. Again, we see him feeling quite down, and that's what I feel in that separation picture, because she's laid down. It really knocked you here. It's had a huge effect on whether you even want to go outside or whether you want to join in with the rest of the world. You just want to keep to yourself. I don't think you're bored by yourself, which the card usually represents. I feel like it's a choice that you're making to keep yourself to yourself during this time. If you are drinking or any addictions, that could be what's holding up this as well, or it could be your soulmate, maybe drinking too much or some sort of addiction that needs to get under control here. Oh, two, okay. King of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So it's like the King of Cups, we know he doesn't speak on his love. He's trying to keep everything in order, trying to keep like his world under control here. So I feel like even though there's a lot of love in the connection, nobody's speaking on it. I feel like you want to. This is the Eight of Wands, so you want to speak on it. But it can be quite chaotic energy. And as well with this Four of Cups, if you felt, okay, I reached out before and was rejected, I'm just trying to keep, my world under control by not reaching out again. So it could be why you're not reaching out again. We'll see why they are not reaching out. But communication wants to open up. I feel like maybe you're sending like energetic messages to them, and or them to you, which keeps them in your mind and things like that because of the connection. I said up here the connection is still open. We can view the Eight of Wands as like Cupid shooting his arrows. So I do believe next to the King of Cups, this is still love. This is like the love hasn't gone anywhere. The love didn't stop just because, you know, separation happened. Nine of Swords now. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. This was, it could be that you had a family with them, but it was a very stable relationship. And if you look at these two cards together, you know, it's like somebody thinking about what was, how strong it was, and, you know, what did it happen? Where did this go? Why did it happen this way? All these swords seem to be questions that are in your mind that, you know, you can't actually communicate to somebody. Three swords are actually in her, so, you know, she is heartbroken and affected by some of these, because sometimes in the Nine of Swords, where none of the swords are touching the person, it can say, look, this is a worry that's all in your mind here. But I actually feel like, you know, you have real concerns that keep you up at night. It's not just nothing, but it's creating anxiety for you. Maybe even being by yourself or separated from your family. And again, this could be your soulmate if they left the family behind. They're having anxiety and sleepless nights about what they've left behind here, what they, you know, gave up, because the tens are about an ending of cycles. So this did end. The Tower, yeah. They're thinking about everything that went down. It can feel like overwhelming at this time for you as well. You might have tower moments happening in your life again, or one thing after another, from when this relationship broke down. It could have felt like a lot of things broke down. Maybe you had to move home, you know, especially if it was a family home, and then, you know, it's been a lot of burden on you here because of this ending. A lot of changes going on that seem to come out of nowhere. Like, it's like you was expecting, you know, this to be solid, because you'd built something solid and then it comes crumbling down, and now you have to find a new home, maybe even with a family, and, you know, you now have to find out how to make some money, because maybe you wasn't the breadwinner, right? Things like that, you know, have been concerning you. You may have even communicated it to this person and they ignored you or didn't want to help you. And this is just adding more to the Nine of Swords, more thoughts, more worries, and like, why aren't they talking to me? Why aren't they helping me? How do they think we had all these years together and it meant nothing? Now they just turned their back. So it's like they kept dealing tower after tower here. Shock after shock. Yeah, Three of Swords. I said I could feel the Three of Swords in her. So this, each time, you know, maybe you do communicate with this person, it's like a knife through your heart, and rather than making it easier, it makes it worse. Maybe you have to communicate because you have kids or a business together, right? Or maybe you have to sell a house that you both owned, and, you know, you have to communicate for some reason. But every time it's like a knife through the heart here. And I guess that's the tower after tower. They just keep hurting you. Yeah, the Death card here. I feel like it could even be a divorce or something. But with this Death card, the thought of it being over forever is maybe what keeps you up at night. Maybe what keeps this heartache around. Because it's like, I haven't stopped loving them, but they haven't even stopped hurting me yet. Like, the pain's still there. But, you know, the Death card is telling you you need to be able to transform this pain of the Three of Swords into growth, right? You need to, it's growing pains, you know. The Tower basically means change, And, you know, this tower brought on this heartache and brought on this transformation. And when we're transitioning with the death card, it's not always easy, right? Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's quick, but the inevitable is that we will have that change and the sun will rise again. If you can see the sun there, the sun will rise again. The Ten of Swords, yeah. Okay, I know it's like the worst betrayal of your life, the worst pain of your life, and they just seem to keep, even though you're dead here, they still keep sticking in swords, or information you keep getting still is like another knife in the back and things like that. And like I said, that's what I was feeling, like tower after tower, trouble after trouble. It's just, you know, I'm dead, leave me alone. Look, I've got the death card. Why are you still sticking a knife in me? It's like overkill. They overly hurt you, and I guess that's why you broke down as much as you did and want to be alone as much as you do. I feel like you're coming to the end of this now, okay? The end of the death card, the end of the transformation. So we go through then the rebirth. So the sun will come again. You know, you will start to heal and get this clarity and move forward, and positive changes brought on by this tower. Good luck, guys.